And a good evening from Centennial High School. Welcome to our WC-TV Game of the Week. We have girls action against the host Centennial Lady Cougars against the Brentwood Lady Bruins. Hello again, my name is Parker Hazard alongside Paul Breece. Paul, we have a district matchup here, number 5 Brentwood Lady Bruins against the number 8 Centennial Lady Cougars. Struggling Cougars team, but showing a lot of heart this year. What do we see tonight?
Well, this is what I would call a great schedule game for Brentwood, who's lost 3 in a row. They Summit, Page, and Ravenwood, and opportunity for Brentwood to get back on track. Again, you talked about maybe a struggling Centennial team, but a young Centennial team at that. But yeah, Brentwood has a shot right here to get a big, huge district win as the season wraps up and the district seedings start to take shape.
That's right, and both teams are coming in young, and like you said, with the 3 losses that Brentwood has had in a row, Coach Miles Thrash over on the Brentwood sideline has used it as a learning tool and a humbling experience that he said that he and his players have taken advantage of. And with a tough loss against Ravenwood last week, important game that they ended up losing. Like you said, I think this game is going to be a stepping stone for them in going into their final game next week against Independence, I believe. But for tonight, as Centennial has the ball starting, their starting lineup: Hannah Wright, Samantha Lean, Sheraton Foster, Constance Blesso, and Micah Stewart, excuse me. And the Lady Bruins are going to be starting the Truschel twins, Emily and Delaney Truschel, alongside Chloe Wampler, Amelia Osgood, and Emma Glenn. And those Truschel twins and Amelia Osgood are going to be a key factor and the leading scorer for these Lady Bruins all season long.
Yeah, absolutely. Truschel twins have been strong players since middle school.
Nice movement inside by Centennial.
Yeah, Bledsoe, nice. It's a great way to start, and Lady Cougar bench over there, Parker, a little fired up.
Hey, why wouldn't you be? I mean, you know, we were here last week against Franklin, and the Lady Rebels with Franklin have a tough team. And I think you and I both were kind of preaching to Centennial. Work the ball inside. Give Bledsoe and Stewart some touches down low. And so far, they're starting that way. And, you know, keep the turnovers down and keep the pressure on defense against these Lady Bruins. It could end up being a little bit closer than normal, but right on cue, Delaney Truschel with the 3-pointer. Sure shot there on the wing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, if you're going to let them shoot it, they will make you pay. Now, a little token press here by Brentwood just to shake the young squad of Centennial up, and there's the steal.
And Osgood unable to hit off the steal. Wampler misses on the rebound, and we have a foul on the floor. So that's going to be on Chloe Wampler for the Lady Bruins. So that's 2 early fouls for Brentwood. And showing this press, like you said, Paul, real early. And the Lady Cougars have still yet to get across the timeline. As Samantha Lean loses it. Wampler to Glenn, and unable to hit.
Emma Glenn, the lone senior on this squad for Brentwood Lady Bruins.
That's right, yeah, one senior, and the amount of talent that Coach Thrash has on the Lady Bruins sideline, being so young. I mean, the sky's the limit for them moving forward, and even in this tight district tournament that we have coming up. So a lot of things looking up for them. And again, the Lady Cougars have a young team, small roster, hindered by injury, but shown a lot of heart this year, a no-quit attitude, and we'll see how that works here tonight, hosting a strong Lady Bruins team. As Emily Truschel misses the first one, goes back for the second. So we have 2 quick threes by the Truschel sisters. 6-2 early lead, 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
A nice break here on the press by the Lady Cougars.
See if they can hold it, but unable to. 3 turnovers in a row, but Foster gets it back. And Petway fouled underneath.
Well, I'm sure Coach Miles Thrash, the Lady Bruins coach, is going to hopefully get them try to settle down. You know, sometimes when you press like that, helter-skelter starts to take place, and you know, you leave open looks. And Petway got it.
That's right, and you know, trying to recover with the team, kind of breaking through that press, and especially there near turnover again, with Foster able to get it back, and Petway 2 for 2 from the line. You're right, kind of staying within yourself, not trying to rush and overdo things. And so far, the Lady Cougars keeping the Lady Bruins outside, and you know, two-point ball game and a chance to tie it up or take the lead for the Cougars. And Micah Stewart, hard offensive rebound going for it. And I think they're going to call a foul on Micah Stewart.
I look like she may have had possession, but either way, heading the other direction.
Well, that's good news. That's good to see if you're Coach Simmons on the Lady Cougar sideline. The hard tenacity of Stewart down low, and unfortunate foul, but still able to stay physical and get the board, and sure a good sign of things to come. But defensively, the rebounds are not coming for the Lady Cougars, as Emily Truchel with another chance, and once again hits from the corner.
Yeah, she's going to give more than 2 or 3 shots on an offensive possession. She's going to eventually bury one.
And they got a 5-second on Foster on the inbound play.
Well, that's a young team. That's Foster, the freshman. Going to have that internal clock going when she's throwing the ball in.
That's right, and I believe, if I'm correct, that's 4 straight turnovers or potential turnovers for the Lady Cougars against that press.
Nice rebound by Stewart, though.
Lady Bruins have Christina Hunt and Caitlin Lorenzi in the game.
Trussell.
Osgood to Truchel, and she hits again. Three-point shot, and that was Delaney.
So she's got 9. Nice block by I think that's Sophie Ralston, number 30 right there.
Yes. Both Truchel sisters starting pretty hot from the three-point line.
Well, they're going to keep finding her. Osgood can also hit it. Oh.
Yeah, so far Osgood's 0 for 3, but that's a player that's going to keep taking those shots and eventually get hot and stay hot as the game goes. Maya Skinner into the game for the Lady Cougars, and Osgood will take a seat as AC Stockhoff comes in for the Lady Bruins, who continue with that press. Delaney Truchel knocked away, and Hunt gets the loose ball, and possession regained by Brentwood. First time inside for the Lady Bruins. Yeah, the Centennial's done a good job keeping Brentwood on the outside, and that, like I said, that was the first time that the Lady Bruins were able to get inside, and they were unable to hit, but offensive turnovers still heckling the Lady Cougars.
You better pick her up right here. Oh. I saw Delaney Trussell. I thought she was going to take it herself. She dished it off. Ralston couldn't handle it. And Trussell, being the headsy player she is, picks it up and draws the foul.
And Delaney pretty true from the line for the Lady Bruins, as kind of jinxed her there on the first shot.
Broadcaster's jinx right there.
Well, that's why we're up here and not on the court, I guess.
It's a lot of, it's like, you know, football commentators when they say this kicker hadn't missed a field goal all year. Look at that, 0 for 2.
Okay, well,
but
I'm sorry,
watch
Delaney.
this.
I will keep my mouth shut.
You know what? Should probably get it back right here and hit this 3.
And they're leaving her a lot of space there on the left side.
Sure.
Once again, I mean, good zone defense by the Lady Cougars. Hunt fires from 3. And Stewart with the rebound. So we're approaching 2 minutes here in the first quarter. 12-4. Brentwood leads Centennial. And once again, another offensive turnover. Delaney Truschel to Caitlin Lorenzi, unable to finish. And Centennial pushes.
Well, Lorenzi, a freshman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, one of 3 or maybe 4 freshmen on this Brentwood Lady Bruins team. Delaney Truschel with another steal and fouled hard by Mai Skinner. Good hustle play on both by both teams.
Team second. Team third. Checking in for the Bruins, number 42, Haley Hanna.
So Haley Hanna ended the game for Brentwood.
Coach Thrash really going deep on that bench right now.
Absolutely. Early, too.
Yeah, early.
You know, with those 3 straight losses, unfortunately, for the Lady Bruins, he has changed up the lineup, starting lineup multiple times. And as we see here, like you mentioned, the amount of substitutions and different players coming in and out of the game, that he's trying out new things. And so far, working well for Brentwood. But double dribble turnover by the Lady Bruins, and foul called there, I believe, on Lorenzi. As we see Coach Simmons there on the Lady Cougars sidelines, trying to get away from this 4 spot on the scoreboard. As a 3-pointer unable to connect was Bledsoe. It's probably not her best shot. You'd like to see her down low in the paint, but left open. Why not take a shot? So with 37.5 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter, 12-4 lead. We are still at the same score. Lady Cougars looks like they're taking their time. Might decide to get this last shot if they can get over.
That's a nice take right there. Foster.
Very nice decision by Foster, isolating herself in the center of the key, and nice little touch off the glass. So it's bringing the Lady Cougars within 2 possessions. And Rawson unable to find an inside leverage to get to the hoop, and AC Stockhoff misses from 3 at the buzzer. So at the end of the 1, we have a 6-point game, 12-6. Lady Bruins over the Lady Cougars at the end of 1.
Well, the 12-6 lead you talked about here for the Lady Bruins, really not indicative of what happened game number 1. The Lady Bruins won the first game 70-21, and I think if you ask Coach Thrash how his team has fared between the first game and the second game, I think he would say, hey, we've hit a little mark here. We lost 3 in a row, and tonight would be a good night to right the ship and get ready for the district tournament.
That's right, and I think that just kind of like proves my thought of kind of a slow start for the Lady Bruins, and if it wasn't for the amount of offensive turnovers that Centennial has had so far, I believe this score could be even closer, because the defense by the Lady Cougars on Brentwood has been pretty good, keeping them on the outside. Both Truschel sisters, having the hot hand behind the 3-point line, but this press that Brentwood is showing has been hard to penetrate for the Lady Cougars. But having said that, Bledsoe for the three, and we have a 3-point ball game.
Yeah.
Centennial came to play, and they're not going to make it easy for the Lady Bruins, and we'll see if they change anything up. But with that press from Brentwood being hard for Centennial to match up against, has Delaney Truschel once again from three. I was just going to say that the zone defense by Centennial's worked out pretty well, but leaving shooters wide open like that, it's the only way they're going to score, and they've been able to with the Truschels.
Yeah.
Good look by Foster there, unable to hit.
Nice rebound by Glenn. Oh. Shot by Wampler. She got her own rebound. I'll tell you what, 3 or 4 opportunities that couldn't come up. Centennial has a shot here to cut into the lead. So this late, Centennial Lady Cougars, their lone district win was against Spring Hill. They went down there Tuesday night and got beat by, I believe it was 8, if I'm not mistaken. And
which game was that?
They just played Spring Hill. So I'm thinking that
it was 40-32.
Yeah.
They lost.
So I was thinking, Centennial would, heads down, kind of like, hey, probably going to pack it in. But, man, they're playing with a little heart right now, playing with a little emotion. I like it.
That's right. And with that, the heart and determination that they are playing with is slowing Brentwood down pretty immensely so far. But like we said before, those turnovers on offense from Centennial has definitely gotten in the way of any point production for them.
Well, you got to give Mia Skinner, number 12. I mean, she, for the Lady Cougars, was posted up hard, couldn't get her the ball. Now Osgood on the
nice Euro
on
step.
The transition. I tell you what, she is going to be a tough player in the next couple of years here in Williamson County.
That's right. Yeah, only a sophomore, and coming in averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. So strong scorer for the Lady Cougars is Osgood, young sophomore as she is.
Well, the basket right there by Emily Truschel. I tell you what, should have been an and one, but like you said, we're up here. So yeah, that 12-9, 15-9 lead is now ballooned to 19-9, and Coach Simmons calls a quick timeout to stop the bleeding.
And so far for the Lady Bruins, Delaney Truschel leading the scoring with 12, and her sister Emily with 5.
Let's see. 12 and 5, 17. 17 of the 19 coming from one household.
That's right. That's right. And then Osgood with the other 2. Both the Truschel sisters, Emily with 16 points a game and Delaney 13 points a game. Obviously that's who Coach Thrash and the play calling for the Bruins are going to be looking to. It's a good look inside by the Cougars.
See, Skinner can move. She created a little space right there. A lot of smiles over there.
That's right, backing down Delaney Truschel and going right off of your factor. You said a couple possessions ago, trying to get Skinner the ball down low, and they did. Big defensive rebound by Bledsoe, and Lady Cougars down 8 in transition here.
You can't give teams like Centennial, who've struggled this year, a glimmer. Oh, a glimmer of hope. But I tell you what, Coach Simmons, he sees the ups and downs of girls basketball. They do something really well, and they come back and dribble it off somebody's foot on their same team. or somebody on their team knocks it out of bounds on their own hand. I mean, it's just amazing.
Well, with that play there, it's safe to say who they're looking for inside.
That's a great – I tell you what, they boxed out really well when the shot went up. You didn't see Brentwood going after it?
Yeah, Emily Churchill kind of, not a bad shot take there, but risking a miss with no rebounders down low, which is what we saw. As Petway gets trapped.
Oh, man, she was – now Skinner, that wasn't really intended for her, but now they throw it to her. Great kick out. Uh-oh. Give me one.
Great offensive rebound. Foster unable to hit.
The hustle. I love it.
Look at Stewart. And almost looked like it went off of Osgood there.
Stewart. Maya Stewart.
I love the hustle. Love the hustle on all aspects of that offensive possession by the Lady Cougars. And with the unfortunate misses, Brentwood able to.
You're exactly right. They haven't hit, beside the Trussels, it's been the lid on the basket.
Osgood looking for her first three.
There we go. That may help Osgood get it back together.
Good ball movement by the Lady Cougars, and we see the same trap.
Petway's in big trouble. Yeah.
Not bad hustle by Samantha Lean there, and I think they're going to call a foul on her on that loose ball.
Well, Tyra Petway, 33 right there. When she got the reverse and she started dribbling, the worst thing you could do is dribble once or twice and pick it up in that trap. So,
and with the baseline being, the sideline being an extra defender.
Absolutely.
Kind of hard to get away there, and just good press and good defense by the Lady Bruins.
So 3:08 here, 22-11. Parker, I'm glad you dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I see that there.
Me too. Wait a minute.
There you go. Hey.
Uniform. We got plenty of more space up here tonight than we had last week. Even this student section had starting to filter in early against the Franklin Lady Rebels, but they're gonna start rolling in pretty soon.
I was gonna say, I think a big important matchup that the boys programs have tonight, and I think may not be as packed as last week with Franklin, but I think will definitely fill up and be a very respectable atmosphere. But we have a good showing for this girls game on both sides, and with the Lady Bruins continuing to come up empty.
Yeah, exactly. Opportunities there for the Lady Cougars.
Just gotta hold on to the basketball.
Nice give and go.
Petway, open jumper from the elbow, unable to hit.
Oh, big rebound. Bledsoe.
Beautiful rebound and putback by Bledsoe. One of the two seniors on this Lady Cougars lineup, and she is coming up big. 7 points so far in this first half. So it cuts it back to single digits. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 22-13, Brentwood leads. Osgood and Wampler playing catch over there in the corner. Osgood open for three, and that right there is going to happen most of the time.
That's not a good sign if you're Coach Simmons right there. He's like, man, we did a pretty good job on the zone defense, and then, boom, Osgood just buries a three after that.
And all you can do is exactly what he did, kind of give a slight shake of the head and take his seat. Hard to stop that.
Oh, that's nice. No foul called. Petway starting to – that was not a bad job. She got the rebound off the miss, and she took that left shoulder and decided to go up.
Well, good defensive stand there by Sophie Rawson, too. 2 blocks, but Petway able to draw that foul in the second attempt, like you said. And I think in this game, with the little amount of shooting fouls we've had, excuse me, if you're Centennial, These are very important if you're going to stay in range with Brentwood. As Petway able to hit 1 of 2, so she is 3 for 4 from the line tonight. Christina Hunt fakes and drives. Nice play.
Nice.
There on the baseline score for Christina Hunt. Sophomore guard coming off the bench for the Lady Brewers. So under a minute, first half. Nice give and go from Foster to Bledsoe. Excuse me, from Bledsoe to Foster. Foster drawing the foul.
Well, I tell you what, if you're somehow get the scouting report here, I think Coach Simmons has figured something out on this press that the other teams may want to take heading into the district tournament. That was a very nice job by the young Lady Cougars. Now, here's another problem, Parker. Got to hit the free throws. You do a fantastic job on defense. Get a rebound. Bring it up. Make a nice offensive series. Get fouled. Got to get something out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, as Foster unable to connect on either of the free throws. I will mention, though, great job by Centennial going inside and out and being able to penetrate the Brentwood defense, which has shown that is vulnerable of going inside. And just these right here, these turnovers, and goodness gracious, Micah Stewart going after the loose ball. I think they call it a jump ball, but the possession is going to go back to Brentwood. But good job by Stewart. Trying to corral it, but if it wasn't, like I said, I'll probably end up saying it a few more times tonight. If it wasn't for the offensive turnovers by Centennial, which I will admit has been caused a lot by this pressure that Brentwood has been showing on the in the front court, I think this game's going to be a lot closer. But we have a whole nother half to play, and this is a big defensive possession to keep Brentwood from getting the momentum. Hunt unable to hit. 4 seconds. Osgood misses. And 2 big misses from Brentwood. Pretty clean looks, but that will keep us at a 13-point game, 27-14. Centennial trails Brentwood, and we will be right back for second half coverage of the Lady Bruins, Lady Cougars matchup.
Hi, this is Penny coming to you today from Cat Cottage here at Williamson County Animal Center. I'd like for you to meet my friend Piper. Piper is a 2-year-old silver tabby, and she loves to play. She's a little bit shy, which is why I'm talking a little softer than normal. She would do best in a home that maybe doesn't have a whole lot of kids or dogs. She is a loving companion. She loves to chit-chat and loves to play feather. So come on down and meet her. You can read all about her at adoptwcac.org.
Hi, I'm Megan at Williamson County Animal Center, and I'm here with Rizzo. Rizzo has got the sweetest demeanor, and we think she's about 2 years old. She's just a really calm-natured, gentle dog that's just super loving and would make a great fit for most homes. So if you're interested, please come on by or reach out to us if you have any questions.
And welcome back to Centennial High School. Parker Hazard alongside Paul Breece here for the game of the week. We have girls action here with the Brentwood Lady Bruins leading 27-14 over the host Centennial Lady Cougars. Paul, we had a little bit of ups and downs on both teams. This 27-14 score maybe a little close to some. What did we see from the first half, and what are we looking for on both sides for the second?
Well, Brentwood played a lot of kids. They played probably 10 players for Coach Miles thrashing, but the Lady Cougars played inspired basketball in the first half, and even though 14 was all they got in the point total, I think they did a lot of good things well. It's something they can build on for sure.
As Chloe Wampler with the three-pointer to start the second half scoring.
And I'll tell you this, Brentwood missed a lot of shots.
Right, Brentwood missed a lot of shots, I think, due to the zone defense from Centennial, keeping them outside. And also Centennial lost a lot of offensive opportunities with their turnovers. But that zone, or the press, as we're seeing right here from the Lady Bruins, and trying to work that ball inside to the likes of Skinner and Bledsoe and Stewart down low. Just right there again.
Good on the steal.
Good give to Wampler.
Well, I think Coach Miles Thrash right there has got to say, Wampler, you got to make that. I don't care if you got knocked down. I feel like you got to be an and one right there. See, it's going to be disappointing because they didn't hit very many free throws in the first half at all. I don't know if they attempted.
Shoot, I want to say Delaney Churchill was the only one to shoot free throws in the first half, who's 0 for 2. And then even Centennial, I think only shot 6. Petway with 4, and I think Foster with 2.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, the Lady Cougars having trouble getting the ball inbounds, let alone across the timeline. Finally gets it into Ling. Almost getting caught for the over and back.
Yeah, that's a bad spot to be in.
Foster kicked the Bledsoe, and on the fake, kind of shuffled her feet a little bit, so offensive turnover once again by the Lady Cougars. Good ball movement around the horn here for the Lady Bruins.
Oh, wow.
Almost
missed her right there, I believe.
Osgood getting hot. Yeah, like you said, Emily Churchill had her sister Delaney there isolating herself with the cut, and just a little bit too late. And after that,
that's a great timeout by Coach Simmons and the Lady Cougars. You know what? Not doing any favors against that man press. Parker, you don't see Centennial trying to screen anybody. They're just trying to beat them to a spot and throw it in, and that's a tough situation when you're trying to hit it. You got 2 freshmen out there and then say, okay, if you do catch it, we're coming to trap you. Good luck with this.
Yeah, not a lot of movement. Like you said, they're just kind of running towards the ball, and then once they do get it over the line, over midcourt, they're kind of putting themselves in the corner, and which is bringing 2 to 3 Lady Bruins every time, and there's no way to penetrate that, and it's gonna call for turnover after turnover, which on consecutive possessions the Cougars have given up the ball in this second half early, and with the Osgood miss, looks like they're gonna call Bledsoe there on the foul on the rebound.
No box out right there on the Trussell miss.
Good job by Delaney getting her own rebound, following the ball, and drawing that foul. So I will not comment on her free throw shooting this time.
There we go. Did a nice job. Oh, man.
So 2 for 2 for Delaney. That'll bring her total to 14 points this game. Lean gets it across, barely. And Hannah with the steal. Hot hand, Osgood. Hits once again.
And remind me of the score at halftime. 26-14.
I believe it was 27-14.
Now it's 39-14.
And Delaney Truschel all alone, and that
Make
is
it 41-14.
easy money for the Lady Bruins. This is when they start getting hot and they pull away from all of their opponents.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned at the beginning of the game, with the Osgood starting kind of cold, that 17-point average doesn't come by itself. So her getting, hey, here's that trap, getting opportunities to score, she will end up hitting, and her average here in the especially the second half. Foster with a three of her own.
They had patient offense. They worked it around. They went inside out, skipped it, and they got an open look.
And the Lady Bruins did not touch the ball that possession either.
That's right.
So Delaney Truschel once again.
It's a turnover by Bledsoe. Trying to throw it in. She got a little excited right there.
Step over the line. So here comes Maya Skinner in the game.
I thought she did some nice things, Skinner, than the post right there.
Absolutely. The first half for sure. Offensively and defensively.
Wow. I mean, we could shoot it like that. You know, they missed a bunch in the first half. I mean, more than two hands.
Right, but I mean, with
misses. But man, they have not missed this third quarter, it seems like.
I think they've only missed one.
Yeah.
And with the way their zone's working, you're the only shot you're going to get clean look is going to be the outside shot, and the Lady Bruins have those shooters, Osgood and both Truschels, but Delaney and Amelia Osgood right now are putting on a shooting clinic.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about playing a 2-3 zone. That's normally a zone that if you're getting mismatched in the post, well, obviously Brentwood is not looking inside first.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you know, they're definitely a smaller team. They don't have that inside presence that Centennial does, but just being young and inexperienced is kind of hindering their ability to, you know, penetrate the press, get across the court, and get that ball inside and out. But with that last possession in the Foster three-pointer, they showed that they're capable of doing it. So 46-17,
yeah.
440.
Extended 1-3-1 right here, something that Brentwood has not shown yet.
Foster stays hot.
That's a great look because they went one side, and on the 1-3-1, the backside is always going to be the most vulnerable spot, and they hit it.
Absolutely, and good cross-court pass there as well. Hannah misses her initial shot, goes after the rebound, and gets fouled.
Haley Hannah listed as a freshman.
Trying to look inside towards Haley Hannah.
You get that one touch, and that just opens it up.
That's all day long.
Yeah.
All day long, Delaney Truschel. That gives her 24 points tonight. And we're only 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
I would think Coach Thrash is probably telling his next 5 young ladies, hey, get ready.
Checking in for the Lady Cougars, number 33, Tyler Petway.
So Petway back into the game for the Lady Cougars in place of Micah Stewart.
A timeout by Coach Simmons and the Lady Cougars.
Full timeout called by the Cougars.
So both of these teams, Paul, have one game remaining. And I want to say, I believe Brentwood will have Independence next week. And Centennial against Ravenwood. And
well, yeah, it looks like if the district standings 3, 4, 5. I think Franklin has Dixon County tonight. Dixon County sitting in second right now, so
Tough team.
yeah, you know, you assume if on paper it holds, you know, Franklin has could be the 6th seed, but they're a scary 6th seed if you're.
That's
you do
right.
not want to play the Lady Rebels.
And they have exactly right. And they have the 0-13 Spring Hill Lady Raider. I guess no, 1-13
Yeah.
now. Their last week, so anything could go right now. But for Brentwood, you know, saying that this score stays the same, and with this win, Independence next week. Independence not a team to sleep on, but depending on how Ravenwood does tonight, Nashville Christian, that's a non-district game, and then they face Centennial again. You know, that 4-5 matchup, it pretty much solidified Brentwood and Wampler with the 3 there. But Brentwood and Ravenwood are going to be 4 and 5. It just is a matter of who's going to be 4 and who's going to be 5 hosting that opening district game.
And a lot of it has to do with what Summit is going to do.
Absolutely.
So
another tough team. And Paul, you called it, as 5 Lady Bruins set to check in.
The mass substitution. It's the old hockey sub. Everybody jump over the wall here.
That's right. Emma Glenn, AC Stockhoff. Looks like Caitlin Lorenzi, Christina Hunt, and Sophie Ralston back in the game. So fresh lineup for the Lady Bruins.
I would assume that the Trushell twins and Osgood are probably done for the night. You never know.
Yeah, I personally don't see them coming back on the court. No need to. Trying to keep everybody healthy for that rugged district tournament that we spoke of.
And the district tournament going to be hosted at Dixon County, so a lot of traveling by the Williamson County teams.
Yeah, that is interesting. Is that something they kind of rotate?
They rotate it around, yeah.
Uh-oh. There's an errant pass by Christina Hunt. Will give the Lady Cougars possession here. 2:17 left to go in the third quarter. And that's actually pretty dangerous with Dixon County hosting that. You know, 10-3 behind the number 1 Page, 13-1. That could be a very interesting tournament, and big advantage for Dixon County being able to host that.
Well, even the more interesting fact of Dixon County is that what I have been told, see the shot there, what I've been told is the team benches on the baseline.
On the baselines? Yeah, kind of like Vanderbilt.
That's right.
And then also heard that it's like almost like an airplane hangar that they have. It's like
probably one of the larger
dome almost.
Yeah.
I might have to travel out there and catch a couple games, because that sounds very interesting. Centennial staying in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, and the interesting part, Sophie Ralston, 30 right there. They're finally going to get her the ball.
Almost like a travel,
yeah,
and they
you
called
it. Yeah. She might have got hit in the face, and that's probably why she took that extra step. But
also good defense by
yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Skinner. Couldn't get her name out of my mouth, but good defense by her down low against Ralston.
Uh-oh, Foster, open look. Nope.
Trying to get Skinner inside. Skinner posting up, calling for it.
That's a great in and out. Oh, nice rebound.
Nice job by Bledsoe, unable to hit.
Skinner and Pentway were both fighting for it, same teammates.
No fouls either. And good awareness there by Ralston.
Yeah,
bouncing it off of Bledsoe and assuring the possession for the Lady Bruins here. But a lot of missed opportunities there on the offensive boards by the Lady Cougars. So
it's Stockhoff for 3.
That's a good-looking shot there by AC. As we're just inside 30 seconds left in this third period.
All right, a little in and out. Skinner.
Good defense by Ralston.
Wow. She's like you. She's like, wait a minute now.
I think that's a good foul. That's a very good foul. Good job by the Cougars finally getting Skinner down low with good position against Ralston, but not making it easy for Skinner was Ralston, forcing her to get it the hard way here on the line.
Yeah. Skinner, only a sophomore. Man, tell you what, I don't know what she does in the spring and the summer, but if she plays any kind of travel ball, it's really just going to help her.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, look at that pull up by Glenn, the senior. Whoops. Oh, hello. Oh.
Almost.
You know, I was sitting here thinking, why are they just throwing up shots like that?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Man. I was just about to say a lot of three-point tries there, but ended up being the smart play as the third quarter has come to an end. So heading into the fourth, the Lady Bruins lead the Lady Cougars 55-20. And we'll see what Simmons decides to do as we look over at the Lady Bruins side. Looks like both of the Trussell twins are actually going to be coming back in the game.
All right.
Not sure if Osgood was one of them.
Well, again, we talked about, you know, at one point in time, we talked about Brentwood beats Centennial 70-21, and we thought, in my mind, I'm thinking, there's no way they're getting to 70. Now I'm thinking, there's a pretty good possibility to get to 70.
Yeah, with the shooters in the game.
With the quote-unquote starters back in the game.
Yeah, as you see Wampler there accompanying the Trussell twins and Osgood, as well as Haley Hanna in there. So she's kind of like the 6th, 7th player off the bench for the Bruins.
And they may have started Emma Glenn, senior, the lone senior. Not sure if Glenn is a normal starter. She kind of looked like she plays with that second group, or more comfortable with it.
Osgood.
Gee, deadly Parker.
It's just one of those you just kind of stop and watch, hold your breath, and just expect it to go in at this point.
Yeah. So now Coach Thrash changing defenses again after the quarter, going to man. Uh-oh.
There goes Hannah.
Uh-oh, may have gotten hit, I believe. You know, if I was Coach Thrash, I'd say, listen, she's not that bad of a shooter.
Good look from Osgood to Emily Trussell. And, again, just the difficulties that Centennial is having, getting that ball inbounds, let alone across midcourt. Something that I don't remember seeing from the Lady Bruins a couple weeks ago when we covered them, but has to be something that they're going to keep in mind and going forward into postseason, because it's definitely working.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Man, getting knocked down, getting a dribble back up.
Using those knee pads really well.
She just, oh my, what a play. Wampler on the finish after the pass by Osgood.
Yeah, pass by Osgood, and then a little bit of a collision with Petway down low. 63-20. I think that 70 mark is going to get hit that you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play by.
Good draw by Foster. That was great. She's kind of been the leader of the clubhouse tonight.
With 10. Oh.
Ooh. Nice play by Emily Trussell. Skinner kind of holding up her arms. Like, what are you talking about? Nonetheless, good foul on her part, but even better finish by Trussell.
Here comes number 40 in for the Lady Bruins. See if you can find her on the roster.
Yep. I can only assume it might be Claire Osborne, because she does not have a number next to her, but
or Katie Workman.
Exactly. Well, nonetheless, We'll see if her name can get called so they can help us out. Foster trying to keep the scoring going. Taking the charge, does she get it? She does. Drawing the charge on Osgood. Great awareness and heads-up play by Foster. Mackenzie Bird into the game for Emily Truschel. First time I think Bird's been on the court tonight as well. Bird, the junior. Wow. Great drive off the glass. Put up by Foster once again.
Take my picture if you want.
Unable to hit was Wampler, and Foster just showing out here in the final minutes for the Lady Cougars. Offensively and defensively for the Lady Cougars. And Bledsoe working inside. Give and go from Lean. And as Paul mentioned, that man-to-man defense that the Lady Bruins have switched up to go with, it is continuing to be hard to decipher for Centennial. And pass inside to Stewart, unable to find her as Wampler drives.
Oh, the shooter's roll.
With the left-handed touch as well.
Well, we do know one thing, clock's not going to stop. I don't know if you mentioned that, but.
Not yet. No, I kind of was leaving that up to you.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
So with Wampler hitting there, that gives her 12. And along with Wampler, there are 3 other Lady Bruins in double figures in points tonight. Both Truschels. Delaney leading with 24. And Osgood with 17 points. I think Emily has 12.
Better turn around.
Yeah, she's waiting for it. Were you talking about Delaney Truschel? Yeah. I was going to say she was, just in case you see me.
Yeah.
Petway against Wampler, gets body position. Nice.
Oh, tough break.
Nice play, even putting the ball on the floor, getting that extra step.
Woo, man. Oh, get in. Let's see what we got. Well, that is not a name. I thought she said last name Johnson. I don't know if I heard that right. I am.
I'm looking. I love how we both took our headsets off to hear.
Try to hear the.
I'm not sure.
Maybe the PA announcer made up a name.
Yeah, hey, he may have the same sheets we have.
Osgood on the finish. And going to be a substitution timeout. Oh, my. Well, last score 70-21 tonight.
It's 71-24 right now. I was just looking at that score because it's pretty similar. And like you said, this game is pretty important for the Lady Bruins to get back on the right track after the 3 straight losses. Petway showing strength and durability down low to draw the foul. But, I think, with Independence next week for Brentwood, another game that they should win, but could have asked for a better 2 games to finish off the season going into postseason. If you are Miles Thrash and the Lady Bruins, and like I said earlier, I think you stick with that press and the 1-3-1 that they've been doing tonight, and I think they can turn some heads and go far in the district tournament.
Absolutely. Got a lot of new names in there for the Lady Bruins. I think Kaya Jones on the rebound. Stockhoff's going to step and shoot. Glenn with the rebound. Stockhoff going to try it again. A little closer, same result.
Hannah Pickering in as well
Jones attempted 3, Pickering. Oh, nice. Foster, the in and out. Nice drive.
I'll tell you what, just Foster kind of taking it in her own hands here in the second half, and with 12 points, kind of showing the heart of the Cougars. And if you're Coach Simmons, as we just saw, you can't be prouder. And let's see. Number 20 into the game. I don't have her on my list either for the Lady Cougars. And as well as 13.
And McGlynn, the senior, going to get one? Oh. Uh-oh. Look out.
So with that running clock, we are hitting 30 seconds left to go as both sides of this gymnasium are filling up in preparation to the boys game shortly after we conclude here.
Oh, no. Stockoff, Foster challenge.
A little too much muscle. And, Paul, I think that's going to do it for us.
So Brentwood's going to improve to 9-6 on the district conference win-loss total. And this is going to be interesting to see is this one more game to go where everybody shakes out and who needs to avoid which matchups are what teams you don't want to face in the district tournament. And it's going to be an exciting finish.
That's right. Well, with all that being said, 71-26, Brentwood over Centennial in our ladies game is your final score. And after a short break, we will bring you coverage of the 2-3 matchup with as this boys Centennial host Brentwood. We will be back shortly. Stay with us.